Hey guys, this is Robert Broussard. I'm here to talk to you about how the Beachbody Classic can affect your Beachbody business. Some of this may depend on where you are in your business. Like if you're a brand new coach, the Beachbody Classic can be a great way to bring you more exposure, especially if nothing else, you're going to have one hella after picture for your journey, one that I would highly recommend you document and blog about, make YouTube videos, go on social media and document your entire journey, talk about, more importantly, why you're doing it. It can help bring people to you, and what people get inspired by is not so much the after picture, but your journey along the way. So share your struggles. Most importantly, share your struggles along the way, because that's what helps people connect to you. So if you're a brand new coach, I definitely think it can help your business by bringing you more exposure, more attention, especially if you get on stage. I would be lying if I said me making it on stage in 2015 did not help my business. Not many people knew me back then, but since then, my weight room has changed a lot. I attracted a lot of people to me, a lot of meal plan clients, a lot of coaches, and all these people greatly have impacted my life financially and allowed me to pursue my passions in bodybuilding. Now, the year after that, okay, I started growing a large team, and now I'm trying to compete with a team. And that is a lot more stress because, before it was just me and I didn't really have a team to worry about. I could spend all these hours on cardio sessions, not have to worry about, training new coaches, running training groups, participating in my own personal growth and development and other, higher up level training groups. And I wasn't really good at delegating anything, and my income suffered because of it. All the hours I was spent working on myself physically was not spent inviting new people, connecting with new people, or doing the vital behaviors of the business. So competing requires a significant amount of your time if you're going all in to get stage lean, and all that time is time spent, outside of your day job, outside of your family life. And also, a lot of it is spent outside of your Beachbody business. So you will have even less hours in the day to work your business if you're going on and competing, and that will translate and it will affect your income, okay? By just the volume of people you're not going to be able to, maybe reach out to because the hours are just not there. One tip I can recommend for you, if you are working your Beachbody business hard and you're competing, if you're doing cardio sessions like on a treadmill or elliptical or whatever, you can have your phone out, and during all of your cardio sessions, you could be reaching out to people, engaging people, checking in your challenge groups, sending links out to your coaches, talking to your coaches, going live to your coaches. These are things that I've done to kind of help my business, but when you look at my income during the months of hard prep, it pretty much flatlines or decreases. Now, after the show, it goes up because I have more attraction, but the months leading up to Summit, when you should be building momentum in your business, competitors probably aren't because you're so focused on competition. That's where all their time goes. I know this past year in New Orleans, I went to Summit as a Star Diamond coach. Got the Star Diamond medal, and it was awesome. I earned some recognition with my own team because of that. And when I finally, and I had like 25 or 30 coaches at Summit. So I went to Summit with 20 to 30 of my own coaches there as a Star Diamond, and they pretty much let me have it. I mean, one coach in particular just said, hey, where have you been? Where were you? We missed our coach. And, and rightfully so, yes, I mean, I made it on stage, and yes, I got the trophy, had this incredible experience, but it came at a cost. I was so focused on the competition to go all in, I was away from my team. And I didn't do a very good job of delegating the training groups that we run and so forth. So, if you have a larger Beachbody business and a lot of coaches, I recommend you really, get your shit together, for lack of a better word. Have systems in place and talk to your team about, hey, I'm going to go on this competing thing, and start delegating the workload of running your training groups and keeping up your challenge groups while you're away, especially those last weeks when it's all about the grind. You're not in a really good mental state during the hard weeks of prep to be reaching out to people. In fact, that's the last thing you want to do. You're just trying to get some sleep. You're just trying to, get the meals in and not think about being hungry, when you're towards the very end. So how it affects your business may depend on where you're at in your business. Well, I'll just ask this question, and you guys can think about it. How many elite coaches have you seen in the top 10 over the years? If you can't think of any, ask yourself why you haven't seen elite coaches in the top 10. You may find out they just don't have time to compete. They have teams so large that require so much of their time in their business, they can't step away from their team to go work on themselves. Make no mistake, guys. I've said this before. Competing is a very selfish sport. It just is, because so much time and energy is focused on you and your results and your meals and your cardio tailored to just you. And you spend a lot of time on yourself working on how you look. Okay? And, it's an incredible physique goal to have, but understand the cost it'll have to your Beachbody business. I'm talking to my team this year. If I decide to compete, I'm going to have things in place. And it's my own fault, for kind of being disengaged. I was not in the best mental condition when I was competing. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen to everybody, but as your business does grow and you have more coaches and more customers, you have less and less time, because that time is spent doing other things, prepping for a show. And then your mental state isn't the best as the weeks get harder. So do think about that. Ask yourself, is it worth stepping away from your team, or having less time with your team, or less time inviting people? One thing that kind of haunts me is, how many people could I have reached out to that I did not reach out to during those months of competing? Who could I have met along the way in those months if that could have greatly impacted my family, my income, my business? My mentor in this business is Lindsay Matway. She's my coach, and she knows I track competitors. She knows, yeah, Robert, you guys all look great, but she said, just think how great your business would be if you guys spent all the hours you spent competing and put that same amount of focus intensity into your business. How would you change your life? Why are you doing this? What's more important to you? So consider those things. You're going to do a lot of work to go stage lean, this focus intensity. What if you took all the energy and put it into your actual business? What's more important, your financial life and future of your family, or how you look? And these are things I struggle with. But yeah, it's something I struggle with a lot. Whether I should compete again, whether I should focus more on my team. What's the goal? What's the goal of competing at this point? For me, I have the trophy. Like, whatever experience I wanted, I pretty much got in New Orleans. I got the trophy. I had like 25, 30 coaches with me. We had a most epic night on Bourbon Street, hamming it up, celebrating with friends, and it was just an incredible, experience for me. I got everything I ever wanted, but is it worth duplicating that? What do I do now? Go for first place? These are just things that go through my head. Where's my time better spent now? So, it all goes down to your reasons for competing, but do understand the impacts on your business. If you're a new coach with not a lot of people and you have the time, this may be a great way to get your after picture. It may be a great way to learn more about nutrition that'll help you long term. This may give you a lot more exposure to more people. But as your team grows, your efforts on competing pulls away from your team, okay? And it will be felt, it will be noticed. So if you're at a higher level in your business, delegate. Be honest with your team. If you're going to do this, tell them why you're competing, or you're going to see them at Summit, and they're going to say the same thing they said to me, where the hell were you, okay? So learn from my mistakes, delegate, be honest and open with your team, and realize the impact of your business.